This is the Oso Supply Co. Crux Bouldering Chalk Bucket. This is an unsponsored review. I purchased this chalk bucket on Amazon with my own money. In fact, I didn't even purchase it intending to make this video. I just needed a chalk bucket for my bouldering sessions. I thought this one looked cool, and I trust that this video will be helpful for you if you're considering purchasing it as well. We will take a first look at the chalk bucket. I'll offer my initial thoughts. Then we'll head over to the gym to test it out. And for the final segment of this video, I will share my thoughts on this chalk bucket after several weeks of rigorous testing. That is, using it in all of my bouldering sessions. All right, here it is. I went with this navy red yellow color. They do have 6 color options on their website, some of them more muted, others with much more vibrant colors, but they all have this kind of blocked color pattern design. I really like initially the look and design of it. On the front here, we've got their logo from I think it's Oso Supply Co. It could be Oso Supply Co. But there's this zip pocket on the front, so let's open that up. I've got an older iPhone here. This is a bit smaller than most phones these days, but let me see if I can get it in here. I kind of put it in sideways. Looks like I can slip it in. We'll measure this in a second. I would think a lot of phones that are any larger than this might be more of this type of thing, just kind of having it sit that way. But if we measure it here, basically if your phone is any longer than maybe 5.5, 5.75 of an inch, it's probably not going to fully fit in that front zip pocket. Or in centimeters, anything larger than maybe 14.5 centimeters, again, probably not going to fully fit a phone in that front zip pocket. But you can always do something like this. We'll zip that back up. And then on the other side here, we have this mesh pocket with some elastic on top. So, I'd probably put my chalk bucket in there. Again, maybe phone could go on this side. And in fact, since this is more stretchy, if you had a larger phone, it may fit better in this pocket versus the zippered pocket. And on the top here, we've got magnets here and here. So we open this up, just kind of clicks back together. These do seem like pretty strong magnets overall. And then we have this closure system where you could click it shut like that, or maybe for a little extra security, you could roll it over first. In this case, I'm probably going to have to take these items out to do it, but roll it over. And then let's try this out, clicking it shut. And with that, this tag's getting in the way. But with that, I think you'd have quite a bit of security, even throwing this in your backpack and not having to worry about chalk getting everywhere. I guess they call it a magnetic roll top closure system. So I'm guessing this is what is intended to close it when you're not using it. And here's what's going to be the most important part, the actual chalk compartment itself. So let's open this back up. I do have some tissue paper in here right now. Just toss that to the side. One thing to note is the bag is a little bit like it could kind of flop over, but we'll see when we get some actual chalk in there if that helps as well. Okay, but let's open this up. Show you guys the inside of this bag. And I'm going to pull out, there's kind of this fleecy insert. It is more slippery up here, but then this whole section here is a fleecy insert where I think the chalk is going to sit pretty nicely in that. We'll push that back in. And the main reason why I got this chalk bucket is because I've been carrying a chalk bag around the gym, and I don't like that I can't fit both hands into it. But this one here looks like definitely going to easily be able to fit both hands in here. We'll test this out, of course, at the gym, but I'm hoping that this will be less mess when I'm chalking up, being able to put both hands in there. So real quick first impressions though, I'm liking this chalk bucket. It feels very durable, good looking design, seems functional as well. And I'm excited to test it out over at the gym. As soon as I got some chalk in the bucket, that definitely helped it keep its shape. Right from the start, I loved the size and the fact that I could get both of my hands in there to chalk up. But I wanted to know how well the chalk would stay inside the bucket. In other words, would I have to worry about spills? I tested this by intentionally having the bucket fall onto the floor with the magnets closed, but without the top rolled or buckled. In each case, only a minimal amount of chalk escaped from the top, if any at all. Another common scenario is having your chalk bucket out on the mats, but even when I tried running or jumping next to it, you can see it didn't fall over at all. With a wide base and when it's weighed down by some chalk inside, it's very stable. When storing it in my backpack on the way to and from the gym, I always use the roll and buckle method to close it. As of yet, I've had no issues with it. It keeps the chalk fully contained. This is a big improvement to my previous chalk bag that I always placed inside another Ziploc bag for added security, and that definitely isn't needed here. Though this chalk bucket doesn't have a loop for a chalk brush, I find that placing my chalk brush in the mesh pocket works well and keeps it accessible during my bouldering sessions. For some basic specs, without chalk inside, the bucket weighs 153 grams or about 5.4 ounces. And this comes in a bit lighter than the 7 ounces listed on their website. I measured the base of the bag at around 6 by 7 inches or 15 by 18 centimeters, and the height at 10 inches or 25 centimeters when not rolled closed. The opening at the top has around 8 inches or 20 centimeters of length to place your hands inside the bucket. I have only tested the Crux Bouldering chalk bucket during my indoor sessions, so I can't say much about how it would fare outdoors, except that I sprinkled some water on the fabric and found that the water does bead on the outside, so there is at least some water repellency to this polyester material. And the durability seems conducive to outdoor settings as well. I've been using this Crux Bouldering chalk bucket for over a month now, and yes, I would purchase it again and recommend it to other climbers, especially for gym bouldering sessions. The only complaint I have is that it's not quite as vibrant in color as when I first purchased it, especially along the top edge where I frequently open and close it with chalky hands. Wiping it with a damp cloth mostly cleans this up, but not entirely. My favorite aspects of it are the design and durability, also the functionality of being able to easily chalk up while not worrying about chalk spilling either at the gym or while it's in my gym bag. You can find links to this product in the video description. Full disclosure, some of those links may be affiliate links, which means if you use the link and make a purchase, I would earn a commission from the sale at no extra cost to you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions at all about this Crux Bouldering chalk bucket, or if you have one, share your thoughts on it, which would be helpful for other viewers. And if there's another climbing related product you'd like to see me review, let me know. My name is August. Thank you so much for watching.